Wait, I don't know which one is the right source. Uh, this one? No! Okay. The second time's the charm. Hi. Hello. Hi. There's no music, isn't there? Uh, I can fix that. Just give me one moment. Ba 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 ba. Ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. Okay, what about this? I'm taking a Hail Mary with this. Oh gosh, this might be really loud. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'll mute it first. Okay, I don't think you can hear it. And I'm gonna play this. Okay, well, I was right. It was very loud. So it's a good thing I muted. And I'm gonna... Boom. Can you hear it now? Oh, that's perfect. I think that's perfect, isn't it? Tell me if it's like too quiet or too loud. This is a looping track. Wait, is it? It's only a 40-second loop. All right, we're gonna have to find a new loop. That's way too short for a music loop. All right, I'll just loop it in the meantime. That's like way too short for a music loop. Anyway, how is everybody? I've got a twisted iced tea. It's alcoholic. That has no bearing on anything whatsoever. I just wanted to let you know. I've had one of the weeks of all time. There's this meme that I've really like. I used to like not get it because I used to be paid weekly, but ever since I quit that job, I now get it. It's like a meme, and wait, maybe I can save it on this computer. So why is my preview broken? Okay, there it is. I thought I wasn't moving for a second. Oh, there's a meme that I want to show you. Where is it? Where is it? Discord. Yes, I know how to use computer. I sent it to this person. No, did I? Yes, I did. Okay, I'm gonna save it. I mean, I hope everybody has been well. Look at that. I streamed. I think it's been like a week since my last stream. Wow, it wasn't 2 weeks this time. Amazing. No, I genuinely plan to be a little more consistent. I'm trying. Okay, I'm trying. There's a lot of things going on, as you might. I mean, you know, as you might have inferred. I have my own life, unfortunately, and that gets in the way of streaming sometimes. As much as I wish I could just like throw everything away and just like, you know, pursue only what I want, but unfortunately in life sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, let me show you this meme. Here it is. When you get paid bi-weekly. Week 1, surf and turf. Week 2, ice soup. That's me. I'm on ice soup week, by the way, if you were wondering. I have been living on like 50 cents. It's been rough. And it stinks as well, because it's like I'm not like strapped for cash. It's just like all holed up in like, you know, in paychecks that are like in the mail. But I got them, so I'm good now. But that was like I was surviving on peanut butter sandwiches and what else was I eating? Like spaghetti, leftover spaghetti. Ice is not that bad when you get used to it. I'm not an ice cruncher. I have friends that are ice crunchers. But I was taught. My mom always just told me that it's bad for your teeth. I don't think so. It's just ice. You know, I think your teeth are much stronger than ice. I think maybe the cold is like bad for your teeth. But then like wouldn't like ice cream be bad for your teeth too? You know? Like it just doesn't make any sense in that case. What is this? What am I looking at here? I got distracted by Twitter. Ooh, this is interesting. I'm gonna send this to someone. I think the worst ice soup and sugar water going all out. True. Living the gourmet life. Sugar water. Okay, there was one time I had to down like a bottle of sugar water. It's like before they do like a sugar level blood test sort of thing. They made me drink like a whole bottle of it, and I just like felt it was like oh, this tastes better than I expected, but it was like I knew this was like, why am I like there has to be a better way, right? That can't be healthy. I guess it's fine because they take it all out anyways through the blood. I mean, I don't know. I just remember you need to like have a lot of like sugars after getting a blood test as well. I don't know why I'm talking about a blood test. There are other things I wanted to talk about. I was going to find another BGM, but I'm too lazy. I had so many things to talk about that I had to write them down. Give me one sec. But I have nothing else. I just couldn't like, I wanted to maybe chat over a game, but I just like, what do people play nowadays? What do people play? I don't know. Oh yeah, they don't want you to pass out. True. I seriously don't know what people play now though. In terms of video games, what's popular right now? Also, my headphones are creaking. Creak. What is popular right now? Random rambling is also good. I think that's what makes your streams unique. I mean, from what I've seen, it seems like every streamer's stream. It's just an outlet. A Fortnite. And Marquez Brownlee. I can't get that Will Smith clip out of my head every time I hear Fortnite. You probably have no idea what I'm talking about. Okay, so a lot of things have happened. Wuthering Waves and Honkai Star Rail. What is Wuthering Waves? I saw that, like, that seemed to pop out of nowhere. What is Wuthering Waves? Why does it sound so stupid? What is wuthering? Who up wuthering they waves right now? What is that a verb? What is that? What does that mean? I just thought that was like my first thing. I was like, that I thought like wuthering. It just turned me off. This is so silly, but it's like I just see a name like that and I'm just like, I don't want to play that just because of the name. It's so stupid, but at this point, like, you gotta be really convincing to want to get me to want you to play your game, because there's tons of games right now that I've been wanting to play that I just like haven't gotten to. So yeah, but eventually, I mean, like, after I get like a nice den of gold doubloons to sit upon, like a dragon in a cave, then maybe like I can do more. I can buy some of those games that I've been wanting to play, like well, one is like one series that I wanted to play was like a game that already kind of that I already own, but like, for example, the Elden Ring DLC. I know I streamed Elden Ring once, like 2 years ago, and that was it. But I'm like maybe halfway through the base game. And so if I speedrun it in my own time, I could probably get to the DLC and then I'll be with everybody else. I heard bad things about how it runs on PC though. Apparently, with the DLC, the game runs even worse now. So, but I have a solution to try to get over like bad frame rate in games. I'm gonna try to like do a little like streamer tech thing, and use like 2 computers to like stream, and that will like I'll just have like VTube Studio and OBS, which is like the broadcasting software, on one computer, and then it will like, and then the game computer will just be running the game, and you can like, you know, you can get that visual of like the game and the audio and stuff, and just kind of like connect it to the computer with all of the streaming software on it. Therefore, you only have one program running, and nothing's like conflicting, nothing's like stealing frames away from the game. And I guess also my VTuber software. It would make everything run more smoothly. And so that's what I'm trying to do currently. There's actually a ton of things that I'm like saving up for. And honestly, eventually gonna have to run like I mean, one of the things, I have to buy that ASMR mic. I promised I would. So that's like first priority. But then after that, there's like a ton of like just like I want to do so many things, but then it's like I have so little time, so little like resources. It's like, oh, well, I think I'm going to have to like do like no, okay, I should have like a second outfit by now. I really should. I think I should prioritize that. But it's like I want to do other cool things, but it's like I think those can wait, because I'm getting like really ambitious, and it's like getting really expensive. I've gotten some of the stuff. I've been just kind of like experimenting with like certain ideas, and like but no matter like what I do, it's gonna be like a lot of money. So I'm thinking like until then, I might as well like just get like a second outfit or something, because that's not gonna, you know, it's gonna be like a whole lot of stuff. Like it's gonna be a while until I can do all the ambitious stuff that I want to do, you know? And I think I should just like stream like I'm always like, I'm such an ambitious person, but when it comes to actual execution, I'm just absolutely terrible. Maybe play free games for now and save up for the ones you like later. No, I own like 1,000,000 games, but it's just like, I'm just like, there's nothing I want to play right now. Most of the time, it's like, I know like most of the games are like kind of like a sit down and play for 6 hours kind of deal. But then a lot of the times, I don't have 6 hours to sit down and play a game for. I mean, tomorrow, I want to stream tomorrow. I want to make an effort to stream tomorrow around this time, but maybe start a little bit earlier, and I can actually like sit down and maybe start a new game. Because like I just haven't like done like an actual like sit down, play through a game kind of stream. Not like a silly little like one time game. Like I want to actually just like be like a real VTuber and just play through an entire game, like start to finish. You know. For some reason, that's an issue for me. I don't know how this has never been an issue for me before. It's just recently it's maybe like a combination of work, other stressors, stuff like that. But it's really like not. I think I tend to overthink it, and it's just like I just gotta like say, okay, sit down, play play a game. You know, when at like what, like 7 p.m. at night, though. Like sometimes nowadays I'm getting home really late, so that's part of the problem. And mornings aren't free anymore. I used to always love to stream in the mornings, and I guess I can on the weekends, or I guess I can on the weekdays. But it would be like I would have to go to bed at like 8 p.m. and then wake up at like super early. I don't even know who would be up that early. Because usually my prime time would be like 8 to 10 a.m. But like I have to like, that's when I've got to like get up and go to work. So, you know, the night shift was like a curse mostly, but it was also just a blessing in that one regard, that it like gave me that like just like interesting kind of peaceful time slot for streams. Okay, Wuthering Waves is similar to Genshin, but I think people liked it better. People liked Wuthering Waves better. But I feel like I heard about it for a few days and I just stopped hearing about it. I know I tried that Zenless Zone Zero kind of thing. I got into the demo and I played it for a little while. And I like absolutely, I was like praising it. Like I thought it looked super good. I thought the animations were super cool. But I had no desire to play it again. I just like, my brain is broken by super nerdy RPGs and FPS games. I can't. I can't with normie stuff anymore. I'm broken. Hi Loon. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Unfortunate. I watched back our collab, Loon, because I wanted to see how, like, because I was kind of like out of it because I hadn't streamed in 2 weeks, so I wanted to see if everything was fine, and it was. But I did notice that my voice seemed to be like, I don't know how to describe it, but it was like, I think it was sufficiently loud enough, but I feel like it wasn't like cutting through enough. So I turned up my gain a little, and I switched my mic has like different like switches on the back that does certain things, and one of them is called a presence boost, and it's supposed to like I don't know, it's like an EQ thing, so I can't really describe it. I'm not like a technical person, but I think it like makes your voice cut through more. I mean, it's called presence boost, so your voice is going to be more present. And so I have that on right now. So tell me how you like it, because I don't know, it might be too much. Like I might sound like I'm like in your head or something. I don't know. I just want to be like loud. I just want to sound like loud and clear, you know. Hi Ashley. Hello, welcome. Problem, I am head empty. Okay, I'm in your head piloting you like Plankton in that one episode of SpongeBob. I think you're okay now. Okay. I have weird standards though, because I would be like, no, not good enough. Like just before this, I was like messing with compressors and stuff. Yeah, like Remy from Ratatouille, except Remy wasn't like in his head; he was like on his head. But yeah, same diff. Yeah, I was messing with like compressors and stuff, which is basically, think of it like a little guy, like a little guy in your microphone, that turns down the volume whenever you get too loud. Basically, and it's way more complicated than that. But basically, it's like it will like detect when you reach a certain gain limit, and it will like be like, okay, and then it'll just like kind of turn, it'll like turn the, you know, tight, it'll just like close off the valve a little so that less volume gets through. So I tried. I was like screaming into my mic a whole bunch. My neighbors probably think I was crazy. But so I just wanted to, like, in case I accidentally made like a, because I knew I was like turning up my gain and like changing my audio and stuff, I wanted to make sure it lags the stream. Is it lagging for anyone else? It might just be like a, I mean, I don't know, because like my preview is kind of buffering as well, but it's good now. Okay. It's weird. I haven't, oh no, I dropped a little, wait, I dropped 4% frames. Okay, weird. I don't know. Mine's fine. YouTube streams are super, I'm streaming in really high fidelity. I think that's a problem for some people. I didn't have, I totally, I understand, because I literally did not have good enough internet to like stream, I didn't have good enough internet to stream like high definition video until I was like much older. So it was like me like turning the video to 480p and then just like watching the little circle go around and around until I can watch the video. And so watching a stream at 1080p is like, you can't really wait for it to buffer because it's live, so it's like pretty difficult on the bandwidth. So if you're in a place with not so good internet, which is like 95% of America, I feel like, then oof. I feel like I hope it's getting better at least. Maybe it got better for me because it was a lot better when I moved. It was like, I think the greatest or the most impactful thing about moving was that I didn't have to deal with Comcast anymore. Like, like that was a blessing that I didn't even know, because it was crazy how many issues I had when I was using Comcast. Because I remember I was like really like into online games and stuff. Like I was like into Destiny back then. I was playing it on like the PS3, I think. And I would like constantly like get cut out because since it's like an online game, it would like, if you lose internet for even a second, it would just boot you to the main menu. And so there were literally times where I had just finished like a challenging like dungeon kind of thing, and I was just about to like, you know, get my rewards and stuff, and then I would just like, my internet would cut out and I would just get booted, and you know, like none of that progress was saved. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that anymore, though. Fingers crossed, because actually now that I think about it, my internet nowadays does actually have a tendency to go out around midnight. It's really weird. It goes out around midnight on either Mondays or Tuesdays. And I don't know well, I know why. Is that that's when they do maintenance? But it's weird. I wanted to like find out like when they do the maintenance, and on the like, I think it just said like it could be any time Monday through Thursday from midnight to like 6 a.m. or something. I'm like, what? Like it's just like a broad time frame, and it's only once a week, but it could just be anywhere in that time frame. But it's a lot of the time it's like anywhere from 12 to 4, and it's usually Monday or Tuesday, and so like I'm always like super sketched out on these days. And then sometimes it just never happens, and it's like some weeks I like just go without it. I guess like, I don't know. It's really odd. It's really odd. I wish they would just give me like a straight time, you know? Talk to me straight. But yeah, I feel like a lot of things have happened. Like there was Apple, and my good friend Tim Apple, who gave me my first copyright strike. I didn't make the same mistake, and I for the iPad, and the most recent thing was they just had like I think it was called WWDC, and they just basically they were like just talking about their plans for future products, not products, but like software, I guess. Yeah, because it was like all about software, because it's just like, here, this is like what the next update to our OS is gonna be like. And of course there was like a bunch of AI stuff with like the iPhone. It's like Siri will now be able to like do AI stuff. But it seems super intuitive, because of all this AI stuff. I think the most like promising thing about it is like having being able to have like a personal assistant that can just like kind of follow orders. Like you can tell your phone to just like, hey, can you like send my grocery list to my wife, and then it'll just do it, you know? That was an example, by the way. I don't have a wife. But I think they gave examples like that, where just like super intuitive. You just kind of, you could give it very human demands and it would actually do it. Not unlike the current Siri, which is kind of like you just ask it anything and it's just like, sorry, I can't do that, or let me search the internet for you, kind of deal. So yeah, I was super excited to see that, until they said something like, we're able to do it because of our powerful A15 Pro processor. Not A15, A17 Pro? Yeah, because of our A17 Pro processor. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's only on the latest Pro model of the iPhone. And it is. This cool new feature isn't even on the iPhone 15. It's only on the iPhone 15 Pro. But like, why? Why wouldn't you release your newest feature on your newest phone? I mean, technically, but it's only the more premium version of your newest phone. It's like, you release this cool new thing, it completely like changes the way you use your phone, and it's only available for one model of iPhone. You know how many iPhones are out there? Like literally like 60 billion iPhones are not going to be able to use this like cool new thing. And so like basically every iPhone like weaker than an iPhone 15 Pro is basically just going to be like e-waste, basically. Like, I just don't understand what their thought process was there. I mean, maybe they really needed like a super powerful chip to be able to do all this stuff, but at least put it in the regular 15. I mean, I don't want to have to buy like a 50 billion times zoom camera on my phone just to be able to use like the features that you that you showed off. I guess so people could buy the latest one. Yeah, but like most people don't need a Pro iPhone. Like, it's so excessive for the average person. Like, it's just like, oh my gosh. Like, I feel like they could have done it. I don't know. Maybe there's no other way. I hope at least, I feel like at least they're gonna, oh yeah. It might be to push like the iPhone 16, because from when I saw, like the 16 is gonna be like almost exactly like the 15. I think the only difference physically is that I think they added there were some leaks, I think. So what they added with the 16, or what they're gonna add, is kind of like a little camera, like a dedicated camera button, or like a zoom. It's like a haptic button. Like it's not a real button, but you kind of like place your finger on it and you can like slide it and it will like zoom the camera in and out, and I guess it can do other things. And that's kind of cool, honestly. But weirdly enough, I feel like that sounds like an oddly pro feature. Like I feel like that should be on the Pro. But I think it'll be on both phones. I'm not even sure. Anyways, no, I don't care about Tim Apple. Enough with that. There was also a few game showcases, right? Did I? No, I mean, the last stream was a collab, so I wouldn't have been able to talk about this anyway. Any of this, even if it did happen like a month ago. I'm not even sure when things happen anymore. But there was like a bunch of games that got announced, or there's something. That's cool. We like video games here, right? Hey, there was a few games that looked cool. I saw they were making a new Quidditch game, which I thought was hilarious because there's a Quidditch game for the GameCube. And I have it. I have it. I got it when I was really young. I'm pretty sure I still have my copy. And it's a notoriously bad game. But of course I didn't know that when I was younger. But apparently it's like a notoriously bad game. And I kind of get it because when I was younger, I literally could not figure out how to play the game. Like I just couldn't get it. I was like, what? I don't get it. And it was super cheap as well. I got it at GameStop for like $4 or something. Remember that? When you could just go to a GameStop and buy like a used game for $4? Did they still do stuff like that? I've been like a PC gamer for like the last like nearly decade at this point. So I'm not like, I've fallen out of like going to the game store and buying used games. But there's no way that they get that cheap anymore, I feel. Yeah. I mean, you were like, that was like the best way to just like try out a bunch of new games. Yeah, renting games is cool as well. But I guess we kind of went full circle. We're kind of back at renting games with the Game Pass kind of thing. Which I actually like I like the idea of it, I guess, from like a consumer standpoint, because there's so many games coming out nowadays. And if you're just like shelling out $70 each time for like a 4 to 12 hour experience, that's like a lot of money. Especially if gaming is like your only hobby. It's not for me, but it used to be, and I used to like actually spend like an exorbitant amount on video games because like I would want to buy them new, and you know, when you had a console, there was no way to like get a discount or anything. You just had to pay full price every time if you wanted to play at the same time as everybody else. But yeah, good times though. Good times. Those simpler times, I guess. What else has happened since the last time we had a chat? A lot of bad stuff, but I feel like bad stuff is always happening. Oh. Oh yeah, I'm mostly better now. I mean, I'm still feeling it a little, but I started going back to the gym, and it like right now at least it stinks. It's awful, but I know it's my fault. It's like a consequence of like not going in a while and just kind of like losing that For a while, I was in a groove for like 3 months or something. I was kind of in a groove, and then I fell out. And after not working out for like 2 months, you just kind of like you get reset, and you're just like you do like one serious workout. Because I'm not just like going to the gym and like running on the treadmill, which is I mean fine. It's fine. It's like depending on what your goals, right? And my goals, honestly, I just thought it would be funny, but I kind of want to just get bigger. Like physically, I want to have more mass on which is it's hard for me because I'm like that meme of the low metabolism, or no, is it no high metabolism? I'm like that meme of the high metabolism, the annoying like high metabolism person that goes like, well, I can eat whenever I want and I never gain any weight. That's literally me. So it's really hard to actually bulk up at all. I mean, I'm trying to, and it's not like there's definitely like some flab that I can get rid of. So it isn't all like, it isn't just bulking. I also just have to like, there's a decent amount of toning that I can do even without eating an exorbitant amount of chicken and beans. And I feel like I'm already kind of close after 2 weeks. Like, I mean, I worked my, like, I thought I'm the opposite party of low metabolism. Okay, so you've got a low metabolism then, or am I, or high metabolism is when you can't gain any weight, and then low metabolism is like hard mode, right? I think so. Yeah, okay. But yeah, I don't know. So even if it's true, I can't like say, I can't say like, oh, even if I did have a low metabolism, I would still be pretty like, because I'm very skinny. I definitely wouldn't be as skinny as I am if I did have a low metabolism, but I feel like I wouldn't be that much out of shape. I mean, I'm like out and about a lot. And like, I'm like used to doing very physical, like chores or labor or whatever. I'm very used to lifting thing, and walking and and I don't know, whatever else people do with their bodies. I'm pretty like active. Well, I definitely like the pandemic really like put kind of it halted that for a while. I kind of got like really not active during that, but I think we recovered. At this point, I'm like recovered. There was a point though where I was like really like man, like I still couldn't gain any weight, but I would like look at myself and be like, yeah, I do not look good. Because like in high school when I did like track, I looked toned. I was like, dang. I do not have an ounce of fat on my body. But it's now I can definitely be like, yeah, I can improve. And so I've been going to the gym and stuff. And it's kind of hard, but also I don't know if it's like motivating or demotivating. But my little brother is like he's a cartoonish like gym bro, like genuinely. And it's like so, it's just like so random as well. It's just like the lore is basically just that he got like called chubby in school. So he's just like, okay, I'll work out then. But he like took it to like an insane degree, and for like 2 years, he would just do nothing but work out, I feel. Like, the only thing I would ever see him doing is like playing Fortnite or working out. And most of the time it would be working out. And he's just like jacked now. And it's like, I don't know how to feel about it. Because he's like way younger than me. He's like my baby brother. But I'm pretty sure like he's not like an angry person, thank God, because I think he could beat me up. It's I think like he's always wanted to do like football and stuff, so it makes sense. But like I just like crazy, and this irks me a lot. But for some reason he's literally like what's that guy's name in Twilight? The guy who always has his shirt off. That's him as well. He just like refuses to wear a shirt. I'm just like, why just put a shirt on, man? Stop reminding me of how weak I am. It's just like so random. But yeah, this is what normie. It's like it's kind of a glimpse of what my life might have been like if I was a normie. I would just play Fortnite and work out, and that would be my life. I mean, it sounds like, you know, pretty decent. You know, he's fairly popular. I'm kind of glad that he's a bit of a normie. I would have felt very responsible if he had not turned out that way. I was when he was younger, there was like I was like just constantly babysitting him. So there was like a very like I had the opportunity just like to like basically like meld his mind into like whatever I wanted. I could be like, these games are cool, and just like show him like the games that I liked. Or just be like, you should watch this, and just like put on anime. Because he just wanted to do whatever his like older brother wanted to do, right? But I made a concerted effort to like not let him like just like when I was with him, I would just like only do like, you know, like normal kid stuff, you know, whatever, like sports games, cable television, stuff like that. I mean, we didn't have much back then, so it was kind of easy. But like whenever he would ask like, you know, like, what are you into and stuff like that, I would be like purposefully like kind of deflective, because I didn't want him to like get into like, I don't know, like anime or just like online culture in general. I did not want him to be like terminally online, because like, I mean, just like, it's just not I mean, I'll be real, like I feel like I don't know. I mean, at this point, I don't think I would trade it. For like, you know, if I could just trade, like, you know, I had to stop going online, but I had like a super like flourishing like real life friend group. I wouldn't make that trade, because I don't know, it's just so interesting on the internet. And it's just like, and now that when you kind of like grow up on the internet as well, like you kind of like realize how small you are in comparison. And I feel like a lot of people who grow up normal, I guess, like don't realize like how minuscule they are in the grand scheme of things. And so they never feel that humbling feeling. And so they just kind of are sometimes full of themselves because of that reason. You know, they don't like understand, they don't care to understand other cultures. It's a lot harder for like I feel like it's a lot harder for normal people to put themselves in other people's shoes, because the only people they really interact with are like very like-minded people. So I feel like there are actually some benefits to being terminally online. Just you know, a lot of downsides. Hello, everyone. Hello, Calm. Welcome. But yeah, I got sidetracked. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the gym. Yeah, all my muscles ache. Yesterday was awful. And it stinks because I had to go to work as well. Which is like, you know, also kind of a physically demanding job that I've got. So I'm like it was so awful. My legs were killing me, like just my upper thighs, I guess. Because I was doing like I don't know. I don't know like all the muscle groups yet. I'm still trying to figure that out. But just like my legs were killing me. And my arms, I did like a lot of curls and like similar exercises, I guess. I could barely even like extend. Okay, I could barely even extend my right arm, and I couldn't fully extend my left arm. I mean, now it's kind of fine. It's still a bit sore. But yesterday, I literally could not even fully extend my arm. Like I felt like a T-Rex. I was like permanently in the T-Rex pose. But also, like, definitely do feel like that. What was I gonna say? It's just really bad. Like it felt like my whole body. It felt like It felt like another pair of legs was going to sprout from my legs. Like it felt like it felt like growing pains. It was weird. I skipped the gym for months and felt shattered. Man, yeah, that's exactly what happened. But I kind of had to skip out of like, it wasn't out of choice, but you know, yeah, I still felt the consequence anyways. But I'm back into it now. I mean, it didn't feel good as well. Like when it doesn't feel good after. Like, well, immediately after it's fine. It's weirdly enough, it's like days after. Like I didn't feel like the super like extreme soreness in my arms for like 3 days. Like that's when it got worse. Like I thought like I understand like maybe not immediately feeling it, but I thought it would have been like a day after thing, not like a 3 days after. It's really funny how that works. Hello, I am late. Hello, late. Hello, late. I'm Alois. Oh, am I late? I thought you said I am late. Are you late? No, not really. We're just talking. Delay onset muscle soreness. Dang, there's a word for that? That's crazy. I probably should have just looked it up, but thank you. Thank you for being my Wikipedia. Oh, and there's also this one exercise that I really want to get good at. I've been watching like a bunch of... There's a bunch of like... I talk about this sometimes, but there's like a lot of different... I love YouTube. Because there's like so many different communities here. There's like literally millions, maybe millions? Maybe even millions of communities. And for some reason, I've been like watching... Like when I can't fall asleep, I've been watching like rock climbing and parkour. Because they're kind of related, but one kind of led into each other. And I watched the keyboard community. The keyboard community is also pretty good. Hippiotech, that guy. That's the only keyboard guy I know. And it's funny because I watch those videos and I still have the same Razer keyboard that I've had for like 5 years. Hello, Lav. Welcome. Now, at one point, I was even gonna mod it. I was gonna take his advice and like mod it, but I've just gotten too lazy. But I was going to like I think I got like little rubber rings on that I got to like make the keys quieter, and I got like some foam to put inside. I'm building my first custom next week. Nice. Actually, next I think I just want to get like a super thin, like low profile keyboard. I was looking at one from Newfie, I think. It looks pretty cool because it also had the. I'm looking for one with like a multi-PC compatibility. Like you just press a button and then it like switches the PC that it's on. I know you can do that with software, but I'd rather do it with hardware. And also it'd be nice if it was wireless as well. And like I saw a keyboard from them that was like super cheap, and yeah, and it looked pretty sick, and like the reviews were also good. And it was much better than like the Logitech competitor. The Logitech one seemed to have like way worse switches, and just like you have to like install their software and stuff too, which is a bummer. Not a fan of low profile. I think I like it. Well, I've always used like the gaming profile, like like the standard gaming thing, like this Razer keyboard, right? But I kind of want to get used to like more low profile kind of keyboards, because I need to learn how to like type on a laptop, because that's like a skill that you probably need. And I do really like the look of the low profile kind of keys. They're cool. The noise. And you'd think they wouldn't sound very satisfying, but the Newfie ones, like, they have like a lot of customizations that you can do, and some of them sounded really good. So I'm looking into that, but probably not gonna actually make the move for a while, because I think my keyboard's like the last thing that I need. I want to use the thing until it breaks, basically. Which might be soon, honestly, because I've had it for a really long time. But yeah, I was on the topic of parkour and rock climbing. I watched a video where it was like parkour people versus rock climber, and it was basically like, can like a bunch of parkour people hang on this like they had like this some like they had like some sort of like bar attached to a rope, and then they would like kind of have that on it's hard to explain, but it was basically like a pull-up bar. Think of a pull-up bar, but it was like over like it was under a bridge, so like when they fell they just plummeted into like water. That was cool. And it was like 4 guys versus 1 rock climber, and the rock climber held on to the bar for like 40 minutes or something, just hanging there. And it was so crazy. And I was always wondering how people hang that far, because hang that long. Because there was one time, there's something called it's called like the Spy Museum, International Spy Museum. It's in DC. It's in Washington, DC. Let me get the name of it. It's called the International Spy Museum. It's huge. But yeah, I went there. Wait, it looks bigger. Did they expand it? I mean, I don't know. It was a while ago. Maybe it's bigger now. But yeah, I went there, and at the very end of like the tour or whatever, there was a challenge. There was like a James Bond challenge, and like it's like if you could hang on this metal bar, like apparently he did it in like a movie or something, I don't know. But if you could hang on this metal bar for like 2 minutes, I think, or was it 100 seconds? I'm not sure. A certain amount of time, you would get like a coupon voucher for the gift shop of actually like a considerable amount, but you had to like spend a certain amount of money too. But yeah, I wanted it, so I actually won. I hung on the bar. I don't know how. You kind of just like you really focus and just like kind of zone out. So you like kind of just like zone out so you don't focus on the pain basically of your like basically like the inside of your hand, like like it does a number on like the skin on your hands. That's like the worst part about it. Gave me like blisters and stuff. But yeah, I won it and that was cool. So I thought I was good at that, right? But then I encountered a similar thing. Yeah. I encountered that same thing, like but it was for money this time. It was like you paid $5 to like hang on this bar, and if you hung on it for 2 minutes, you'd win $100. So I was like, oh, I've done this before, and so I like hung on this bar, and I managed to make it. It was like a minute. I did like a minute and 30 seconds, and I just couldn't hold on. It was like I couldn't hold on. It was like I can't remember what it was, but it was kind of like wasn't a carnival, but it was like a carnival-esque kind of thing, like a pop-up kind of thing. Like a fair maybe? There weren't any rides, but it was kind of like just a kind of like a convention. It's like a line of just like businesses advertising and stuff in little shops. I forgot what those things are called. But it was like it's like a parade. I don't know. I forget like what the occasion was. Oh yeah, the pop-up rides. Yeah, I don't. At my I used to go to a very fancy private school when I was really young, like 3rd grade up. And that school had a carnival every year, which is like probably crazy for like average public school person. Like, what do you mean your school had a carnival? But yeah, the school would be literally closed for like I don't know how many days, like 3 days maybe. And the carnival would just be open. It would like, because there was a huge field in the back of the school, and I think it took up like some of the parking lot as well. It was a Catholic school, so it was like it had the combined space of like a church and a school, so there was like a lot of just open field to use. So they would build like this carnival, and they would just completely transform it every year at the same time, and they would have it up in like days. It was crazy. And for some reason I trusted it. I went on like the most dangerous rides. Like there's like that one ride that like it swings from side to side and it nearly goes like 90 degrees, and at the same time it also is like spinning on the other axis. So it's like terrifying. Like that exact same ride, I literally like saw a video of someone falling off of it. Like it looked like their seat like dislodged or something. It was like terrifying. And I just like went on that thing. That was like constructed in probably like 2 days. But yeah. That hanging challenge though, I just couldn't do it. And yeah, I heard like, oh, the bar's super slippery, maybe even moves. Like the bar moves or something to like, but like that shouldn't even. But I feel like, the people in that video I watched could have easily done it. So it's like I just need to practice hanging on things more. I assume you're in the US, but I find it quite funny that most UK schools, besides state schools, almost always have chapels. Well, yeah, private schools are almost always religious kind of schools, so usually they're like attached to a church or something. When you're in the US, when you're in the US, yeah. And then all of this, just like the public schools or state-owned schools, or just the like normal schools. So it's pretty much the same here, as well. But they didn't have carnivals. Let's see. I guess on the topic of like attractions, I guess, or I guess like, what would you call like theme parks? Theme parks, yes, sort of adjacent. I watched 2 videos recently. I watched a 4-hour video about the Star Wars hotel, and I watched an hour long, like an hour and 20-minute long video of kids cities. I have to go for now. Bye. Bye. Homestead. Thank you. But yeah, the Star Wars hotel was like crazy. But the thing is, I love like interactive experiences like that. But in this case, it seemed like a bad execution. Because with the Star Wars hotel, they were basically trying to make it like a video game, like almost like an RPG. I think they mentioned like Star Wars: The Old Republic or something like that in like the marketing or in an interview or something. I think the only major difference is our private schools aren't explicitly religious. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess in the US's case, in the case of the US, they aren't explicitly religious either, but most of them just are. Because I guess private schools on their own aren't that common unless they're attached to a church. Because a lot of churches just have private schools because there's just like a lot of religious families that don't trust the public school system. But that's a whole other topic. All right. But yeah. So like, just like imagine like a role-playing game in real life, basically. Like you have like a set area to like wander around in, and you could just do like you can go on like little quests and like interact with objects around like the set area that you're in. Your kind of like little open world. I know this is like, I'm just explaining real life, but like, but just like, just hear me out for a minute, okay? I think the major difference for this is like that it's for kids, right? Because when I was a kid, I always wanted something like that. Like in real life, like kind of like an open world that you could just like roam free in. But then eventually when I got a car, I was just like, oh. I was just like, oh, life is an open world. Okay. Like no kidding, right? But when I was a kid, I thought that was just like the coolest thing. Like they just like let you roam around and do your own thing. What if you're not real and this is all just a simulation? I mean, it's still an open world, just in I guess a simulated open world. But I actually, okay, so the Star Wars hotel was supposed to be that. It was supposed to be like a hotel, but it's like also like a little open world video game. Obviously within the confines of like the hotel. And then like eventually like one of the days you stay there, they let you into like the Star Wars part of the park, of the Disney park. And then it's also like, I guess the open world kind of expands to there as well. But in the case of this hotel, it was just like executed really poorly. It was very expensive. I think they said it was like what was it? Like $6,000 for one person. It would be like $6,000 for like 3 nights. Or no, 2 nights. 3 days, 2 nights, I think. So 2 nights at a hotel for like $6,000. And so, because you're not like paying for like the hotel, right? It's not like a place to stay. You'd have to like reserve it, and it's like an experience. Like I don't know, like if a movie lasted 2 days or something. And so yeah. But the premise of that sounds really cool. But yeah, like I said, apparently it was just really poorly executed. Which is interesting because when I was a kid, actually, there was sort of like a theme park that I went to that was kind of like a real life RPG that you could just kind of like walk around and like go on little quests and interact with objects in the world and watch them move and do things. I don't know. It was called Magic Quest. I think Magic Quest, because it's supposed to be like Magic Quest, so it's like Magic Quest. And it's closed down now, but I would go there. I didn't live near it, so like just whenever I was in the area for like to visit certain family, we would go there. I think I went there twice maybe. But it was literally like like a little, think of like a little warehouse that has just been like completely transformed to be like a little fantasy, like Lord of the Rings simulation. They'd give you like a little wand with like an what's it called, like an RFID chip. They would give you like a little wand with like some sort of technology in it. I think it's like the same technology that's in like Wii remotes. Because they'd give you this wand with like a little red light at the end. And whenever you pointed this I said that wrong. Whenever you point this red light at like objects that were like clearly interactable, and you could see that it was interactable because it would have like a visible sensor on it, but I think it would be like a lore friendly sensor. Like they would dress it up so like it would just kind of be like an interact icon. So you would point your wand at like this real life object, like let's say like a treasure chest, and it would like just like open up and like play a sound effect. And you couldn't take whatever was inside, obviously, because it was just like a prop. And it was just like, you know, it was all one piece. So like the gold inside you couldn't just like take, but it would like add the gold to your balance that is all connected to your wand. And like everything would be connected to your wand, like the spells you had, the experience you gained. It was really cool. Like just like really, even at the time I was like, dang, isn't this like kind of like ahead of our time? Like I thought it was like crazy. And even now I'm like, dang, that was like really ahead of its time, huh? I used to think that being a VTuber must be fun, but everything has its dark side, I guess. What do you mean by that? Dark side? Have I... No. Are you talking about like something else? I mean, I haven't been... Well, I've like half been paying attention to like the dialogue around VTubers recently. Maybe some stuff has happened. I don't really know. But everything has a dark side, I guess. But like, you just gotta like make the most of it, because nothing is perfect. But yeah. Yeah, I thought this was like so cool, right? And I'm so sad that it closed down. Because there would be like boss fights and stuff. There was a little area that was like a cave. Like this was all indoors, but there was like this little cave that they had. Like, but they made with like little like props and stuff. And it was like a dragon den. And there was like this... There'd be like this long corridor, but you couldn't walk down it because there would be like a... Oh yeah, I guess it would be infrared, not RFID. Yeah, like TV remotes, yeah. Also, is your... Yeah. I don't know. Are your chat... Am I delayed? Am I like... I feel like you meant to respond to like what I was saying before, so I don't know. Maybe you need to refresh. Or maybe you just responded late. I don't know. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I just remember this really clearly. There's like this hallway. But you couldn't walk down it because you weren't meant to. Because it was supposed to be like an optical illusion. At the very end of the hallway, there was like this huge TV where they like had a dragon on it. And you would kind of like stand on these platforms at the end of this like cavernous hallway, and you would like fight this like boss. And it was just like super cool. Like the effects were like the way they staged everything, and like the effects were like, at least in my child brain, were like so good. And I just thought it was like magic, like amazing. Like obviously it was kind of small. Like everything was like you could run from one corner of the place to the other in like probably less than a minute. But it was so dense as well. So it just like the darkest side is just how much it costs. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I would agree with that. It's been rough in that regard. I would agree with that then. But it's fine. It's there's like, I feel like every hobby is really expensive like that. If you're really passionate about something, then you will spend a lot of money on it. You just will. Like whenever I feel bad that like, oh, I spent like $400. No, I didn't spend $400 on my microphone. Because I got it used. Like, oh, I spent what, $300 on a microphone and this much money on like an audio interface and this much money for a VTuber model. But then I compare that to like how much like a good set of golf clubs cost, and it's like golf clubs can get really expensive. So I'm like, just I guess thank God I'm not a golfer. There's like a slight delay for me. Okay. I mean, maybe sometimes refreshing it helps, but I don't even know. It might just be a delay. Maybe I didn't set the delay right. I thought I set it to minimum delay, but could be that I forgot to. Oh no, it is on ultra low latency, but it's kind of also like ultra low latency is kind of like iffy. I think maybe that's why my stream buffers sometimes. Maybe I need to turn it back to just low latency. I'm not sure. I have to ask someone who's like a really someone who's like streamed on YouTube for a really long time. I wonder who I could ask then. Oh, I forgot. I have to. Have you ever heard of Miori Celesta? Celesta? Why does it seem like it would be Celestia? It sounds familiar. Oh, I know this person. Oh, you're right about her name, but Celesta? Really? I mean, it's fine. Honestly, VTuber names are freaking hard. That's why I didn't even bother with the last name. One of our old colleagues at the I don't even know at this point, dude. Like it's like musical chairs. This VTuber stuff. I was thinking about getting into it actually, because the amount of just like I know annoyingness when it comes to like just wanting to enjoy like a VTuber, like sometimes like it feels like sometimes it feels like chasing around like a, you know, like you know how like some cats, like you just want to go pet them, but they want to like hide away like behind the couch or something. This happened to me when I was like in my old neighbor's house. Whenever I'd come over, there'd be like they'd always have like two cats, and I just want to pet them, and they would always just run away and hide, and I could never find them. Like every time. And it's like that with like just like wanting to like watch a VTuber, and it's like, no, I'm graduating. Oh, I'm over here now. Oh no, I graduated again, and now I'm back, or maybe I'm on a different channel. Who knows? You're gonna have to freaking find me. It's so annoying. Yeah, I've seen certain, and it's the most, I don't know. I'm hoping that most people would know the dangers of just like signing their soul to a to a company at this point, because of all the stuff that has happened. But I feel like people have still not learned that lesson. Because I just see so many cases of like people, like very entertaining streamers, with very like, you know, like thriving. Like, they're not like the biggest, right? But like they're steadily growing, and it's just like, no, I'm gonna throw that all away and join a company that like nobody's ever heard of. And I guess some people maybe just want to like feel that like community, because I feel like a big reason why a lot of people fall for that bait, they take the bait of the VTuber corpos, because like, oh, they're gonna set me with a bunch of and I guess this is in the case of like a girl, which is it's like 99% of them, of like, yeah, they're just gonna pair me with a bunch of different girls with similar interests to me, and we're all gonna be friends, and we're all gonna be like hanging out with each other all the time and constantly playing games with each other, and it's gonna be so happy-go-lucky. And it's almost like never like that. It's almost never like that. There's so many times where I just like, you see like these companies that just pop up that nobody has ever heard of, and the people in them just like do not get along at all. Or it's just like basically the same. They're basically just doing the same thing as before, but now they're just like, they've got a company attached to their name that's taking like 50% of their super chat revenue. Like, what are we doing here? What was the point of that? Like, you're back to square one. And a lot of the time, right, like, I feel like it's not even like the initial boost sometimes is sometimes worth it, because at least it used to be like when you would first debut, and it's like you would get a lot of attention if you were like in a company. But nowadays, like, I feel like it doesn't even matter, like, unless you're not like, I would say, oh, except for these companies, I would have like a list of companies that would be like, that I would suggest to people, right? Like, if a friend said, hey, I was thinking about joining or auditioning for like to be a VTuber, I was like, oh, okay, you should check out this company. Now I can only suggest like one, and you probably know which one I would suggest, because it's just like I'm just like looking at like how the numbers shape up, and like what you could do on your own, and I just feel like it's not worth it. I feel like it's almost not worth it. Like a fair, like maybe major amount of the time. Who's this little? Excuse me? Hello, Yeetus 2244 and Brupink 69. Hello, welcome to channel. We're talking about something contentious. Actually, we've been going all over the place. We're just going to where the conversation leads us. And yeah, we've been talking about, for the last 2 minutes, about VTuber companies and my disdain for them. Just because for the overwhelming majority of the time, they're not worth it. Yeah, they're just not. I'm not even saying for me, because I already know it's not worth it for me. Because if you want to look at the options for like a male presenting man in this industry, I don't know if you'd call it that. Let's see, you've got Niji-sanji. No. No. And you've got that one company pretending to be Niji-sanji, basically. You've got Niji-sanji 2, which Niji-sanji 2 might be better because they probably treat their talents a bit better. But it's like, yes, Hollow Stars is Pog, and I would definitely suggest them if you have streamers to watch. Niji 2. I'm talking about what is it called? Okay, I think it's called First Stage Productions. I mean, I have no problem with any of them. I haven't, like, at this point, like, whenever I see new companies pop up, I just, my eyes just glaze over. So, but they seem fine. but I just see, I took a look at their marketing and how hard, like what they were doing, and they were just basically trying to be like Niji Sanji, but only males, which is like the only profitable part of Niji Sanji. So it's actually a pretty good business model now that I think about it. Oh, you f with kimono friends, VR chat, little what? Oh, VTubing groups are bad. They take all your money and lock you into a contract. True. Who are we talking about? Oh no, we're spilling the beans. Mew. Who are these people? Who are you? I have no problem with any of any like talents in any agencies, by the way. I think the reason why people are... Hi, Presbo. My summer breaks just started. Nice. Oh my gosh, my brain is all over the place. The Frog Detective stream, that was goated. Oh, what was I saying? Oh gosh. Oh yeah. Overstim the streamer. Okay, so basically, yeah, there's nothing wrong with the talents. In every company, the streamers get selected because they are good at what they do, right? They're entertaining. They're a good fit. I think some companies especially have like really good hiring like, I don't know how to call it. Like they're just really good at picking people. Like they just know who will like work well together. Most morally pure VTuber company in Ohio. True. True. Vispo. How do you pronounce that, by the way? Because I saw that there was a new EN branch. VSPO. Do you have to say the whole thing? I just call it, whenever I see it, I just say it as Vispo. Vispo is one of the greatest hiring processes I've seen so far. I think Hollow Stars has been really good. I'm really been enjoying. Like I really enjoyed Vispo. Like I really enjoyed Tempest. Right, Tempest. I'm like gonna get confused with the branch names now. Once I confused Luxium with Tempest for some reason, because they're like both the first male branch, whatever. Yeah, Tempest was really good. Tempest Vanguard was also really good. I really like Gavis Battle. He's really funny. I really like Shinri. He's a cool dude. I miss Magni and Vesper. Ragus. I'm not a big Valorant guy or League guy, so like sometimes even if I like someone, it's like if their game selections are bad, then it's a hard pass. Even if I like them, like there's some people that I only kind of enjoy in collabs because the games they play on their own are like, bro, I'm not watching this. My problem with most VTubers is that most are either NSFW jokes that get stale super fast, or just not too interesting. RAR or XD. Hello, Karen. Yeah, I mean it's just like whatever. I think like it was novel for a while. I mean, depending on who you ask. I feel like if you're used to like, okay, I'm trying to like put logic into this. If you're used to like the Twitch kind of VTuber, then you're probably like sick of the constant like sex jokes, because that's like, you know, Twitch moment, but whatever. But I feel like Luxium in particular, which was the first male branch of Nijisanji En, it was very like it lit a spark at the time, because like before that, if you looked in like Hololive En and Nijisanji En, it was like very clean for the most part. Like you wouldn't get very like, you know, it would be like some like haha little etchy joke here and there, but you wouldn't get like what's that? I'm looking for a particular word. It wasn't raunchy. And then I think like once like male VTubers started to get more prominent, like some of that raunchy humor got into like the YouTube streaming space, like YouTube VTuber, which is a weird thing to say. That's like saying virtual YouTuber, but okay. But I feel like before that, the VTubers are on YouTube were much more rated T, and that was kind of like, whoa, they're like raunchy in that kind of, I don't know. Kemono V, the great group, is a specialty group. Is that the group? There's this. I subscribed to this one girl. She had like, it was like a 3D VTuber, but it was just like, it looked like she was from Kimono Friends, and she like plays fighting games and stuff. Yeah, the Coyote. Yeah, because she was the only one who spoke English, so I was like, okay, I'll subscribe then. It seemed really cool, but it was just like, it's not really accessible for me. Because like none of these people speak English. I feel like with my style of humor, I feel like I would really enjoy a lot of Japanese VTubers, because I don't know, no males, and that could be a positive or negative depending on how you look at it. I mean, obviously, Kimono, like if it's like based on Kimono Friends, there wouldn't be any males, because there's no single male human soul in that show. I watched the first episode of Kaiju number 8. I enjoy the Phase Connect Brain Rot. I enjoy some Phase Connect VTubers. I like Tenma. I think she's like really funny. But that's very like, sometimes you just want to like get, sometimes like, I don't know. It's the delivery of like people who are like very, you know, very heavy on like the swearing and like profanity and stuff. It's like a hit or a miss when it comes to that. It really depends on how they like deliver it. Yeah, it can be too much, but I think if you hit that balance, then it can be really funny. Yeah. And I think maybe it's just because it's like, I feel like sometimes they get genuinely angry, and I feel like that's pretty entertaining as well. But it's not like a constant as well, because you don't want to see, like, I know people liked Rushia, but like that was just like too much anger. Yeah, some dirty humor is fine. Yeah, that's stuff for there as well. She's got some issues, probably why she was screaming at the top of her lungs all the time. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I will occasionally, if I see a joke, I will take it. I feel bad for Mafu. True, me too. But I think I think I excel at like doing the. There's like a style of kind of, profanity, or there's like a style of humor that you kind of just like, or a style of like joke maybe, where you just kind of like pretend like you don't know what something is. I feel like that's a very common tactic, or I feel like sometimes it's even genuine, which is funnier. Bye. All right, see ya. Thank you for stopping by. It can be funny. What do you guys think about that? Pawn humor? Is there a name for it? Because I find myself doing that sometimes. Sometimes like half. A lot of times like, if I like only half understand what something is, or I'm not like boke and I don't know these words, guys. You can't just throw those words at me. This is genuine. I'm like, what did you just say to me? Is cute me things? Yeah, it can work sometimes. As long as you don't overdo it. There's some times though where I'm just like, come on, really? You don't know what that is? You definitely know what that is. There's some times where I'm like that. Where I feel like that, but it's not too much of an issue. But I think it just overall depends on their personality and if it works or not. I don't know. It's so hard, especially for me. Like I like certain streamers and I just can't bear others. And it's like I don't even know why. It's just like, oh, I like this person's personality. That's really what it boils down to. Because like the humor even can differ so much. You gotta type? Maybe. Maybe I like failures. I don't know. I like cause I'm thinking of like the VTubers that I like right now. Noticing a trend of more and more content creators discovering their neurodivergent and everything makes sense. I feel like if you are a streamer, especially a VTuber, there's gotta be something wrong with you. I mean, I've said this before, but streaming is a very egotistical kind of thing. If you stream, if you wanted him to do you could do anything. I just had one of those moments. I don't know. It's the twisted iced tea, man. What was I saying? Hi, Burger Joe. Sorry, your name. I have no idea what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. Oh. I remember. I think if you are in the line of work of streaming, is it already 5 in the morning for you? Dang. You gotta go to bed maybe, or get up for work. It depends. Yeah, I feel like if you are a streamer, there has to be there's a little bit of like a strain of narcissistic personality, like a little. Luckily, I'm in my summer break. I am too, but I've also got work in the morning. Oh. But yeah. And it's funny to say because I stream, right? But I honestly have that. It's weird for me, especially because I'm like somehow narcissistic, but also like kind of self-hating. And that's like the opposite kind of, I don't know. I think they go hand in hand sometimes. Like it's maybe like an overcompensation thing. I do think sometimes, like, that like why am I like I feel like nobody cares what I have to say. I feel like that when I'm on Twitter and stuff like that. That's why I don't like tweet my thoughts all that often. That's why most of the time it's just like stupid memes. Like the other day I like edited myself to be like Slender Man, and I just was like collect my pages. I just think that that sort of thing is funny. Yeah, Twitter's really bad. And just like I just get spammed with bots. Well, that too. But also like the quality of posts on Twitter in general. What happened? Nothing happened really. We've just been talking. But like the quality of posts is just like, I feel like everything nowadays is just like something that is trying to like get you to engage with it, either like positively or negatively. Like it's all just like trying to emotionally manipulate you in some way. I don't know. Whether it's like people sharing way too much. That's a pet peeve of mine. I think that's partially why I keep things to myself a lot of the time. At least when it comes to like public, right? If I'm like in the DMs with you, I will vent because I'm a very depressing person. But like in public spaces, I really detest that sort of thing. Because like the other day, I don't even want to say what I saw, but just like the kind of people stuff announce. He has nothing. Give us nothing. What's that meme? Like, come on, girl, give us nothing. I'm that. It brings down everybody's mood. I think you should be able to vent to your friends. No games, no girls, no mon. True, I have like 50 cents, or no, 35 cents in my bank account. Real. Though it just hit midnight, so my check may be actually just cashed. It does, like, especially on Twitter where like you don't know who's gonna see it, right? So I literally caught a stray the other day where I was just scrolling past and there's someone I don't follow or have anything to do with. Also a VTuber. I guess they were a VTuber, so that's probably why they showed up in my feed. And it was just like the most depressing news I've ever seen. Just like, I didn't ask, man. I don't even know you. I died in Fortnite, Sag. But yeah, I don't even want to say what it was because I'm just like, Jesus Christ, this is so depressing. And just like stuff like that. That's why I don't. Even when stuff happens to me, I just like don't, because like it's not any of your guys's like you guys don't care, or like even if you do care, I don't want to burden you with that. Like it's already like affecting me. Why do I have to let it affect everybody else? If you want to confide in your friend about something, that's fine, I think. Even I have issues with that though sometimes with like super serious stuff. But because I like I said, I just don't want to bring anybody down. But if you have like a mutual understanding with someone in the DMs, then like sure, go ahead. Like on Twitter, for everybody to see, man. And those kind of posts always get the most engagement as well, because everybody is like, what the hell? And so it just drives a lot of, and so there's also like a little bug in my mind saying like that they're lying or something. I get so pessimistic that I'm like, are they just doing this for like Twitter clout? Are they announcing tragic news because they know it will get clicks? I don't even know anymore. And then you get like the copy and paste tweets from a good old VTuber Twitter. You gotta love it. Like, VTubers over the age of blank, show me your blank. Or send me a link to your stream. And then just like farming replies. Get followed on Twitter, nerd? No! You're gonna see all my terrible posts. No, my posts are pretty goated though. I actually forgot to make an announcement post for this stream. I keep forgetting. I even forgot to do it on Twitter as well. I mean, on not Twitter, Discord. Yeetus. Okay, well, it shows on Discord. My status literally shows that I'm streaming. So, I don't know. I have to remember to like announce it on the Discord though. Yeah, like a brain tumor or something. It's exactly like that. And I'm just like, really? Like, why do you have to let everybody know? Man. Like, you can't just say, like, I've been stressed out because of, like, medical stuff. You gotta, like, go into specifics? Really? Like, I know that sounds insensitive, but, like, I'm a human, too. Like, there's terrible things that have happened in the 3 years that I've been streaming. I don't, like, go and tell everybody, though. It's none of their business. Might be the biomedical nerd in me, but I find it pretty interesting. Well, that's a plus, I guess. It's not interesting for me though. It's just sad. And then, like, I'm not mad at them. I'm just like mad at the world, I guess. I'm mad at the world for exposing this to I mean, for like creating evil in the world. I don't know. But yeah, I just want to tweet silly things. I need to tweet more silly things. I just hate, for some reason, I'm like allergic to doing things that are actually gonna grow my channel. Cause it all seems like so artificial. Like the way people like tweet or post when they're consciously like trying to farm engagement is like, it's so obvious to me at least that it like makes me recoil. And I know it technically works. Like, most people aren't able to sense it, which is why it works. But I sense it strong. It's like that one, like, some people have a genetic trait where they're like super tasters or whatever. And that's like me with cringe. I don't know. Saw a Twitter page of this academic doctor discovering they had a stage 4 brain cancer and started experimenting on himself. Oh, that's cool. Like, okay, a doctor. Yeah, I expect to see stuff about brain tumors from like a doctor's page, but like a VTuber, not really. I don't know. People get way too personal nowadays. People don't know about maybe it's because I just grew up. It's probably just like a me thing. But I just always grew up with like the, like, be careful of how much information you share online, that sort of thing. Because like the digital footprint thing was real, and it probably did save me, because like I was like a little brat when I was like 14 years old, and I was posting stuff online. You know how incriminating that is? A 14-year-old boy posting things online? Like, thank God I wasn't using my real name. A VTuber doctor? I think I followed like a VTuber doctor or something. There are like there's actually a ton. There's like 2 I can think of. I don't know their names though. I just see them on Twitter sometimes. But they just always stick out because it's like, oh, that's a doctor. They like look like a doctor, usually. That's cool. Like VTubers that are like a profession and they're actually like that profession in real life. That's a cool thing. Like me, I'm obviously a prince. Smile. I have separate emails for VTuber things. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I didn't make a separate... The only thing I didn't do is that I didn't make a separate Steam account. Because I'm not dealing with all that. Also, I literally didn't have any friends on my Steam account anyways. Like, I didn't have anybody added in real life. So, yeah. IRL Prince, sure. Let's go with that. That's why I'm broke all the time. But yeah, Twitter be Twitter though. Yeah, I know there's technically like a Steam like family sharing thing that you can you do that to get around it, but like I'm not doing all that. And also there's some games that doesn't work for, so stuff like online game progress. I don't know. Just I'm out of it all of a sudden. Yeah, back in my my home kingdom, the IRS is like the evil demon lord. And it took everybody's money. That's why we broke. Wealth machine broke. Like, can I get the stimulus check? Sorry, wealth machine broke. I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I gotta... Oh. There was that one thing as well. I saw a bunch of people doing that VTuber versus IRL. I really hate trends. I never participate in those like trends. You probably don't know what I'm talking about unless you follow like 1,600 VTubers on Twitter like I do. Which, by the way, don't do that. That's how you absolutely ruin your timeline and only get then only get like engagement farming posts. Like my only like saving graces are like whenever I just get like art, like just like like random art. I try to like all like the art I can. Cause like, oh, thank God, something that's not trying to like trick me. Yeah. Really unfortunate that I refuse to do any of that kind of stuff. You need to follow more creators? That's the problem. The creators are the ones doing these kind of things. Unless you mean like artists. I wish I could just like follow every artist that I come across, but like it's just gonna stack up to be too many. And at that point, like Twitter is supposed to be like, I want to catch up with like what the people that I'm kind of like acquainted with, and also like like that I'm fans of. Like I want to see like what's going on with them, So it's like it's not like all I want to see is art, but like good cute art here and there is nice. Between like the gobbledygook. What is that word I just said? Huh? I just turned into like a 30s henchman. But yeah, I genuinely I'm gonna figure out what to do tomorrow, like an actual stream idea. Gobbledygook. Okay. Oh, wait, I have to I was actually invited to a collab. I have to take a thumbnail. I have to take screenshots for people's thumbnails. So maybe I'll do that right now while I have it open. I'm gonna get real close. Yeah, how do I do this? Oh. Zoom into one singular eye. So true. I wonder like what angle I should be at. Maybe just like front facing. What are other people doing? Let me see. I'm gonna see like front facing and then head tilted seems to be popular. That's a good one. Maybe I'll do one maybe I'll do one with an expression now. I don't have any of them binded, so I'm gonna have to guess. Nope, that's eyebrows. Okay, that's a star eye. Pretty good. What does this one do? I'm clicking this button, I don't even know what it does. That button doesn't do anything. Hold on. I'm figuring out what this button does. Highlight off? What? Is that not even like a real... What? I gotta figure this out. Oh my god, there's a lot of things you can bind to these. Dang, I have to like... There's so much like automation I can do to like simplify things. I just don't do it. I'm so lazy. Okay. I'm gonna do like a... Oh, maybe I'll do the eyebrows as well. They kind of look like sad though now. Gotta put them back. Put my eyebrows back. Am I kind of facing the side? It's hard to look straight forward. I don't know where the camera is necessarily. I think that was good. Why am I... Where'd my eye, why am I dead inside? What button is it? Oh god. No. That's sweat. Nope. Nope. That's blush. That's angry. I've turned the light of my eyes like off. How do I get them back? Hold on. Oh, okay. That's what it was. Alright. There's one button I didn't know what it was doing. It was doing that. I was dead inside for a moment. Okay, now I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna be in distress. I don't know how zoomed out I should be as well, but I think this should be a good distance. Yandere? I could do better. What? I don't know what way I should face. Oh wait, the eyebrows. Okay, there we go. That was perfect. Wait. Why am I doing this? This is probably... Why would someone want to use this one? I don't know. Okay, what were my first ones like? Did I save them? Hopefully I saved them because they were good. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, I did. Okay. Wait, hold on. Alright, good night. Thank you for stopping by. You look distraught. I'm taking screenshots for a thing. I just thought I would do it now. But I don't know what kind of expression they want, so I'm just like doing anything. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Kind of distraught. Hold on. No. That's good. It's silly. Oh well. Oh. Gotta make a knife asset if you want. I don't know when it will be applicable. Hold on, I'm clicking buttons. Okay, I think I'm back to normal. Whoop. I need to just make a remove all expressions button. And I need to put all this on my stream deck. I don't know why I don't. I'm too lazy. Yeah, maybe I will submit those pictures now. Okay. Now they want a reactive link. Can't you just use like the group reactive? Oh, okay, I guess I'll just find it. What's it called again? Oh yeah, Fugi. I'm like basically doing my homework right now. I'm sorry. Log in with Discord. Okay, let's do that. Can't you just like log in with the... I have it open on my computer. Why do you need to do this? Okay, I'm gonna have to do this later because I don't want to do... I don't even remember what email I'm using for this one. I can guess. I'm back. What did I miss? Twink. Do you just greet everybody with that with that wording? Nothing. I was just doing something. I was taking screenshots of myself for a collab that I've got later this week. For people's thumbnails and stuff. So I'm surprised. It's like a collective of seemingly, it seemed to be, some of them seem to be YouTube streamers, which is rare. Most of them are on Twitch. I think most of the American ones are on Twitch. Sushi Void is a good free model making software for VTubing. It's alright. I don't really mess much with 3D models when it comes to VTubing. Maybe one day, but I think one day I'd like to, if I were to get a 3D model, it would have to be like perfect, absolutely like custom hand sculpted by the finest 3D artisan, because I've got like insane standards for myself. Because I'm overcompensating for my personality. Let's go. Okay. Twitch has wider viewer base, but worse in the long term when it comes to money. I think it's just worse in the long term because I think like Twitch is gonna get like deleted in like 4 years. I mean, that might not be true, but like I don't have high hopes for it, to be honest. That's only one reason why I decide not to stream on there. I just like YouTube better, is basically the main reason. And personally, I find like viewing YouTube content is easier. I have YouTube Premium, and it's worth it. I'm not getting Twitch Turbo or whatever, so I can watch streams ad-free. I like this sentence. Most VTubers are all the big boober VTubers. Jokes are just look at my boob. Sure, I think that's a bit dismissive, but you're not wrong. Twitch Turbo, what happened to Prime? There's still Twitch Prime, but Twitch Prime is like only one channel. Twitch Turbo is just like it's like ad-free it's like all channels are ad-free. You don't get any like emotes or anything, but like you don't get any more ads, apparently. But I saw people saying they paid for Twitch Turbo and they still got ads, which like defeats the whole purpose. but I think that was a bug. I don't know. But yeah, it's kind of like YouTube Premium, but for Twitch. But it's like, I think it's like almost as expensive, if not more. It's like crazy expensive. It's not like worth it in my opinion. Like for Twitch streams, really? I don't know. Like I don't think I watch Twitch streams enough anymore. I don't catch them I can't. Most of the streamers that I want to watch go live around like European time, which I'm like, I'm at work. So yeah, it's not really useful for me. I'll just like catch the VOD when they post it to YouTube, because the Twitch VODs are terrible and also have ads on them. Barely watch streams since I'm all over the place, and usually gaming. I mean, I game. I usually, but when I watch, or back then when I used to watch streams, I was always doing something else. Streaming is such second monitor content. Like, you don't understand this if you've never had two monitors. But if you have two monitors, you've always got something on the side monitor whenever you're doing anything. And that something is like usually like a Twitch stream or like a podcast. And for me, it used to be Twitch streams all the time when I was like always on my computer. But nowadays I'm like out and about. And when I'm out and about, I usually like listen to podcasts or music or like YouTube video essays that you don't necessarily have to like look at, because like my phone will be in my pocket. I won't be like walking around with my phone out like watching a video. Most of those videos you don't have to really like, the visuals are just an aid. Based I kneel. What did I say? It's nice to just listen to the people in the background. Yeah, definitely. And I really like, there's like a genre of streamer I guess nowadays that is like trying to be primary monitor content. Like I feel like when streamers are like very loud and like constantly like have to make quips. And there's like that's definitely like, if you're good at that, then you definitely can be like primary monitor content potentially. But one, it like limits the amount of time people can view you even, because like I'm not gonna just have like a screaming little guy in my head whenever I'm walking to the grocery store. Like I'm putting on something a bit more tame. Also, like, it's just hard to pull off and not just be annoying. Like some people can definitely do that and be entertaining, but I've just like kind of acknowledged that like I'm a secondary monitor content. I'm like background noise, and that is fine. I just love yapping. I want someone to just like have me like in their pocket or something, you know? I don't think you have to view, that's why I focus. I mean, that's why I like obsess over audio quality so much. So like I really hope that I sound good, because I hope it's not placebo, and I think I sound good because I spent so much money on audio equipment. I hope I actually sound good. But nobody ever complains about like the audio, so I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I don't know. What do you think? I think it's fine. I think I'm doing fine for what I've got. That's me right now. I'm just designing a VTuber model while you're in the background. Nice. That's the thing. Like drawing, that's so valid. Like drawing gaming, like, one thing you can't do, and this is why I kind of resent, like, wanting to get into, like, music, because you can't, like, make music and, like, listen to a stream. You can't do that, man. You have to have full attention, so it's, like, it's hard. It's, like, you know, strongest, like, God's strongest soldier kind of occupation, like, being, like, an audio editor, I guess, like, a video editor. You could do some edits not having to listen to the audio, but most of the time you do. Bay, wake up. Slim Shady is back in the Fortnite shop. I was thinking of playing Fortnite. I think I'm good on Fortnite skins, though, because I have Solid Snake and Raiden, and that's, like, those are my go-tos. Those are my boys, so I don't think I'm ever going to need any other skins. And good, because I didn't want to give any money to Fortnite in the first place. I had to, you know, I just had to do it. It's Metal Gear Fortnite. I don't know. I have both too. They're great. Yeah, I love them. It's Metal Gear Solid. I want to do a Metal Gear Solid playthrough. I think I'm gonna start a playthrough when we get a release date of Metal Gear Solid Delta. I think I'm gonna start, like, I'm gonna plan it so that, like, I beat the first two, and then I go right into Delta. I don't even play the original third. I think that'd be funny. It's like, whoa, the graphics are way better. That kind of deal. I don't know. And then I have to also worry about, like, because I have no way of playing Metal Gear Solid 4 right now, so I'd have to worry about that as well. The only one I've played is 5, because that's the only Metal Gear Solid I've had access to. I know the Master Collection has been out for a while, but I've just been kind of waiting on it until I'm, like, ready to stream it, because I'm definitely gonna stream it. I mean, I kind of know what happens in the story, obviously, because I'm, like, a Metal Gear fan, but like, it's different playing through it, you know? So I think first time playing through it, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be real. And I've talked about playing through Assassin's Creed as well, which some people displayed interest in one time when I brought it up during the Sisyphus stream, which I was surprised. I was like, really? People like that series? I thought I was alone. But I mean, up until, like, 4, right? It was a pretty good series. And I personally enjoyed Unity, even though that's a controversial take. What am I saying? Oh yeah, I played 1 and 2. Yeah, I played Assassin's Creed 1 and 2. I've not played Brotherhood yet. I was getting to it. I was, like, playing through all of them. I wonder if I should start from the beginning, because maybe I was thinking, like, do I want to have, like, the whole... It would be cool to have, like, the whole series archived on my channel, so that if somebody wants to watch me play through the whole series, they can. But at the same time, like, I played, like, 1 and 2 recently, so, like, like, my reaction's gonna be pretty, like, you know, I'm gonna be pretty stone-faced, I think, because I went through it kind of recently, like 2 years ago, I think. That's recent enough, but it might be fun. I mean, it's just, like, if anything, I could just talk through it, and that's always a good time. But then at that point, why even, like, do it, you know? So maybe I'll just start with Brotherhood, because I haven't played that. I don't even know what happens in it. Though I have been playing, what's it called again? Assassin's Creed Nexus? The VR game on the Meta Quest. I hate that name, Meta. Do not buy a Quest. I have news for you. I've already bought 2. No, I had the first one. No, not the first one. I had a Quest 2. It broke. But it was within warranty, and I got the scam like Best Buy warranty, but it actually came in clutch because it was like a 2-year warranty, and it broke like right before it ended, so I was able to get full store credit for it. But then I was like, I still need a VR headset. So I just like, with that store credit, I just bought a Quest 3 because that just came out. And you say don't buy a Quest, but I think it's good. I mean, it has its issues. It has like some bugs here and there. But I think it's good. I think it's genuinely a good VR headset. And I love the no strings attached. Do you at least use a link cable? Nope. I had a problem with the link cable. I think I was using a non-proprietary one. I was using like a great value one, and so it would like disconnect if I like turned a certain way. So it was annoying. So I just started using a virtual desktop, which is an app on the Quest. But virtual desktop is actually better because it lets you do cool things that you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Hey, hello, Hikari. Welcome. But yeah, I think it's really good. I don't think I would suggest, actually, if you're interested in virtual reality, I would say wait. I would say wait, probably. If you've never like played a VR game before. Definitely, I think we're like on the verge of something great. It's just like not quite there yet. If you're like, I've got to get a VR headset right now, I'd probably say Quest 3, to be honest. But it also depends on what you want from it. Because like you could get a pretty good headset on the used market, like a Rift S or something. I don't know, anything. It just depends what you need to use it for. Index is good. I hear so many issues about index, like parts of the index breaking though. And the fact that like you kind of have to... I hate cables as well. I can't play with a cable. I would just be conscious of it all the time, and I love to spin too much. So use error then? I don't know what that is. Yeah, I mean, you get used to it after a while? Yeah. I've been really enjoying using wireless VR headsets. You don't have to worry about battery life. Because what I got like a really dumb... It sounds like a dumb accessory, but it's actually kind of goated. Because it is like a battery pack that you can literally like... It has like a belt strap. Like a... What are those things called? Like a band... It's like a bandolier that you can like strap across your chest. But it's like a battery. It's a huge battery. It has so much juice. And it's like... And it's close to your headset, so like the cable doesn't like get in your way or anything. Beyblade, Eloise. Yeah. I do like the spin. Because like I don't want to use the right stick turning in games. I want to actually turn to like, you know, peek around corners, or like, you know, if there's an enemy behind me, I can quickly like just jump. I don't know, it's awesome. I love playing like shooters like you got Pavlov recently. That's a good one. But I really just love Blade and Sorcery. That just... The final... It actually just got, like, released. Like, it was in early access for, like, the longest... H3VR. Is that the... Oh, is that hot... That's like a acronym. It's like hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. I haven't, actually. It's just the price tag, because I'm like... like the firearm physics seem really cool because I'm not a gun nerd, but I'm like I can like just appreciate like shooting things. It just seems fun, and if it's like if it's like in VR and like completely safe, then it's even better, right? So I've considered that, but I'm just like, I have better things to spend my money on, so. But there's like, oh, there's this game called Breachers that it's like Rainbow Six Siege, but actually good. That one's fun. My friend begged me to get an MMO called, I don't even know what it's called. But there's only so many MMOs that are that are in virtual reality. So if you just look up VR MMO, you'll probably find it. It was really bad though. It was one of the first VR games, I think. That's the problem. I feel like we're getting so close to good games, but also like I feel like we kind of peaked with if you've never seen like a playthrough of Boneworks, then I would highly suggest it. Or just like if you have like 200, how much is a quest? You can probably get a quest for $200. Just like play Boneworks. That is it's like gaming. That is like the pinnacle of gaming. Like if you have to convince like someone who's never gamed in their life that like gaming is like fun and like enjoyable. Like if you can only show someone one video game, basically, I would say Boneworks, because it's just like such. I mean, it's so fun. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like the way you can just kind of like intuitively think and like use objects in the game as you would in real life. Like you don't even have to think about it. Because in a video game, you're usually like limited to the options of like what can I press E on? You know, what can I interact with? What will the game let me interact with? Meanwhile, in Boneworks, you can just be like, well, in real life, to get through this door, I would probably pry it open with like a crowbar. And guess what? You just do that. Or like, I would probably like find a way to climb over it. And so you just do. Whether you use something to like grab the very top and then pull yourself up, or you like, I don't know, just like put a bunch of stuff in the corner and just like climb on top of it. I just like love that. There needs to be more of that in just games in general. It just make me want to play Boneworks again. I just want to play it again. It's so good. It's like worth a replay every so often. But yeah, I'm very passionate about like VR. I want it to be good so bad. And I feel like it's getting there. I want to do more VR streams. There's just I'm still thinking they're pretty difficult, because I'm like, how do I read chat? What do I do about? I can't do a VTuber model. I'll probably just have to put a picture there. And it depends, like how do I stream? Like I have to figure out how to stream headset games versus how I stream PC games, because like depending on what kind of game it is, I might not be able to. You know, like you can only run it natively on the headset, so you have to stream that to a computer to then stream it to the internet. Like for example, that new Batman game that's coming out, Batman Arkham Shadows, I think. That's only gonna be a MetaQuest 3 exclusive, which I'm fine with. A lot of people were mad about that, and understandable, right? Because I think like 0.1% of gamers probably own that headset. Like it's a singular headset, right? And it's like if you already own a VR headset, you're not just gonna buy another. It's kind of wasteful. And so I kind of understand people being like really peeved that it's. But hopefully it comes to like regular PC VR. But it will probably be locked to Meta. They probably have some sort of like expensive contract with them. But I'm excited to play. I mean, I'm not stressing over it. I'm gonna play the heck out of that game. I love the Batman games. No, I only played. Well, I played. I think I played Arkham Asylum. I played Arkham Asylum so long ago. PS3. It looks so good for a PS3 game. And I think for some reason, I have memories of playing Arkham City. I think maybe I played the demo. I think, yeah, maybe I played a demo or something. And then I haven't played any of the other ones, but I mean, I just, like, they all play pretty identically. They're good games. So I'm interested how it would work in virtual reality. Probably just like, I just imagine it like those beat 'em up games where you just wave your fists around and just like hit things and watch things go flying. Hi Macy. Hello. Do you have a VR headset? I don't recall you ever streaming a VR game. But then again, streaming VR games is pretty difficult. So I understand if you just don't want to stream them. I'm in the same boat right now. Yep. I'm trying to figure out how I can. PC VR games are like obviously like the easiest to stream, but like just like hardware wise, I think I'm going to do a 2 PC setup to just kind of get some of the load off of my PC, because my PC can run VR games fine, but VR games and OBS, nah. I also don't have full body tracking, so I don't really want to do like VR chat or anything without it. Well, I can. I actually have. Okay, so I have 2 base. Actually, I have 4 base stations right now, but I can't use them together because the first 2 are like the first edition base stations, which are like, they're basically like little like cameras that will track the then trackers that you can buy, and yeah, so I have these 2 first generation ones, but then I got 2 second generations one because I wanted to switch to the second generation kind of platform, because you can then add more. You can have more than 2 after that, but you can't use the first gen and second gen ones together. You have to, it has to be the same one. So I got 2 of the newest ones, but one of them is just broken because I got them used. So I probably shouldn't have cheaped out, because yeah. But once I do get that, I'm gonna replace it, and then I'm just gonna have two base stations that I don't know what to do with. So like, I'm probably just gonna like give them away or something. I don't want to sell them. I mean, like, they're technically worth a lot, but like, I'm bad at selling stuff. So I think the most I could get for them is like $100, and at that point, I'm just like, I'd rather just like give it to someone. I'm not gonna hackle somebody for that much money. I don't know. I have a lot of stuff that I don't use that, because I'm constantly upgrading things. Like my audio setup, for example. I replaced my interface like twice. I got a new microphone. I bought a backup microphone just for karaoke streams. I buy a lot of stuff. XR overlay. Hello, hello. Oh god, wait. Okay, so my monitor is super far away. I have to pop out the chat to read your name. Kurudin, hello. Oh my gosh, sorry. Sorry, I just didn't want to get it wrong. Oh. Yeah, hi, we're talking about virtual reality. XR overlay. Yeah, I had gotten some like overlay app, but apparently the one you're talking about is better apparently, because I tried something with like the one I got and it was just like by the time the stream started, it just like stopped working, so it was completely useless. I did one VR stream. It was Blade and Sorcery, and it ran so slow trying to like process the like. I had such like a crummy PC back then, so it was chugging along so slowly that like the whole game was moving in slow motion, and I think like it couldn't process the enemy's AI because all of the CPU was being used to like stream or something. So like the enemies would just like run like blindly into my sword, and it was just so silly. But yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna have all that ironed out, hopefully, the next time I try to do a VR stream. Should be fun. Should be fun. And then eventually, like, I want to do like, I think like in terms of the 3D stuff, I don't really know. I know there are some like 3D VTuber programs that let you do full body, but I think like VR chat is like the easiest one to like implement a 3D space, and like it's like the most natural looking. And so if I were to ever do like a 3D stream, it would probably just be in VR chat, just for simplicity's sake. And I would even pair it with like if we're talking like dream setup here, I'd probably even pair it with like a face tracking headset, because there's a few that can do that. Yo, how are you? Hi Shy, hello. I'm good. We're just chilling, talking. I had no ideas, so I'm just spitting, I'm just yapping, spitballing. But it's good, honestly. For some reason, I just high energy today somehow. Surprisingly. But I do want to like maybe get an actual. I was talking about maybe actually getting or we're talking about like VR stuff and how much money I spend on certain things. But earlier I was talking about how I just want to like do like I want to sit down and just play through a game. But I think next, I mean soon, eventually, I wanna do that. That'd be nice. Good for a stream. Sounds fun, yeah. It's hard thinking about like, I understand why people have like managers now. It's always I've always been so opposed to like having a manager, because I'm like, this is supposed to be fun, right? I'm not supposed to be like attending meetings. Like, what are we doing here, guys? You know, that was my thought process, right? I was super like dismissive about it, but I understand now. Honestly, I understand. I always kind of mocked it before, but I kind of understand, because I feel like having to do like a meeting like twice a week, even, is probably less than that, but let's say I had to do a meeting twice a week, but I didn't have to worry about like, I don't know, like analytics. I didn't have to worry about like getting brand partners. Not that I have to worry about that anyways, but that's my fault for just not taking this seriously. I just try to take it at my pace. I think like, honestly, this has just been like a good, I think the last 2 years has been like a really good just like a runway for me, just like getting the right amount of like starting speed kind of. I'm trying to do like a cool expression for this, but like basically I'm just trying to say that like I really sucked at streaming, and I think I'm better now. Basically, I think if I started really going at the commercial angle, I don't ever know if I will pivot to like a commercial angle, because I do really detest that kind of thing. But also, I kind of want to do this more, and to be able to do this more, I would have to make some money off of it, unfortunately. But yeah. But yeah, I was basically just saying, I'm really glad that I just kind of had, like, 2 years of, like, kind of very, like, not radio silence. I'm, like, so thankful for that. Like, I can't overstate how much I'm thankful for, like, not just, like, streaming to radio silence for, like, 2 years. It's perfect, right? Because it's always enough to kind of, like, bounce a conversation off a chat, but not enough, like, not so much that I'm like, you know, oh, I better take this seriously now, because it might, like, turn into a career. Because I don't have to worry about that, so I'm just chilling, and I could just focus on being entertaining, having fun. I don't know. I'm not sure if I focus. I definitely do, I go out of my way to make jokes, obviously. I mean, if like, put it this way, if I'm just, like, playing games on my own, I'm just, like, sitting in silence. Like, I'm sitting in silence, and I'm just like no lifing, you know? So, like, I'm making a conscious effort to entertain, but also it's for my own enjoyment, mostly. Like, if I'm having fun, then the chat's probably also having fun, just because of how streaming works, right? Like, it's just fun to like, it's fun to, like, just, like, hang out with someone who's also having fun. We're all just having fun together. Right, that's why I try not to be a negative Nancy. Streaming has also kind of helped with that as well. I do sometimes. I think it's gotten better. This kind of, I try to make, try to get into the habit of, not dwelling on very, very negative things. And if we do get on the topic of negative things, then, kind of get a lesson out of it, or, get even like a, not like disrespectful, not in a disrespectful way, but I try to make it like, make it into a laugh, like, so we should be able to laugh about almost anything, right? Because laughing is good. I like just riffing on things sometimes. For that reason, sometimes I feel like I'm a bit too nitpicky, especially with some games. I mean, I love to just like play like really bad games. It's something we gotta do again. But I play like just a really bad game, and just like, just like make jokes at its expense, and to have a good time. That's always great. It's always a fun time, There's a name for that, right? Kusoge. I like Kusoge. Maybe I should look around, try to see what's like a bad game that people are playing. Not Garten of Bon Bon. I'm not playing that. That's just lazy. There's a certain point to it, where I don't even want to promote something, because it's like so lazy and shameless. But some games are just like made so poorly. Like I love like games that are made poorly but just like ooze soul. Like that's a good type of game, you know? But do many of those come out nowadays? I don't know. I haven't been keeping up. I guess some games that like, especially some of the horror games that come out nowadays are just kind of unintentionally that. I remember playing some horror game that, oh my gosh. Okay, one of the, I played some horror game that came out, just some indie horror game. You know how they just release, you know, they're always so funny. That just makes me want to pick up another one again, because I just remember the last time we played like one of those new like you know, like streamer indie horror games. Not the Chilla's Art. That's like the same. I feel like, okay, but controversial, but I'm like, I conflate like Chilla's Art with like Garten of Bon in terms of effort, honestly. I mean, hate me if you want, but it's like it's the same. So there's an expression, you know, same poop, different toilet. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I love bad horror games that are like, they don't try to, well, they're not lazy. They just end up being bad just because of low budget or just like, you know, they didn't calculate the scares right. You know, it's always the funniest thing when something is supposed to be scary and it just comes off completely flat. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh, I want to play one of those games now. There's something that came out recently. It had some like sort of name that I couldn't even like pronounce. I think, yeah. Here's why. Here's one reason why maybe game choice is actually an easy thing. I was just talking about how hard it is to pick what game to play sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta play what everyone else is playing, honestly. Yo, what? There's like a VTuber compilation channel that just uploaded the first video in like 4 months. That's crazy. Yeah, I gotta watch that later. I think what's that channel name? Fuamoko. Yeah. I was like, Fuwa Mokoko? What is it called? It was like, no, it's a combination of the two. I know they played a... Man, did Hololive? I feel like Hololive got like Five Nights at Freddy's perms recently because they're all playing it. I haven't played the original Five Nights at Freddy's actually. That's actually a scary game. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, like the original, is actually kind of scary. It's kind of ominous. Like it's just atmosphere. The atmosphere it creates is so perfect, but after a while, obviously, it just like boils down to closed door, blah blah blah. Like, you know, it just turns into like kind of a puzzle. But at the beginning, it's like very ominous. Very ominous game. They played something. Was it them? Platform 8, Don't Scream. I mean, those are both horror games, but I don't know if those were the kind I'm looking for. Don't Scream would be too... Okay, from what I understand, Don't Scream is just a game where you don't scream. And if that's the case, then that's like a literally like 2-minute game for me, because I'm not gonna scream at your game. I'm sorry. I don't care how like talented you are of a game designer. You're not gonna make me scream at your game. What did they... I feel like they played this recently, but maybe not. It was called something like stupid. Like the name, it was just like consonants. You couldn't even pronounce the name of the game. Where is it? Was it really this far back? Didn't they not play it? Was it someone else actually? Maybe the VOD got taken down. I don't know. I feel like they played this. Maybe I'm going crazy. I think it started with an M. I think I'd have better luck probably just looking in Steam tour games. Alright. Let's go. Let's go Steam dumpster diving. Okay, how do we even navigate this? Store. How do I... Categories. Okay. Themes, horror. Here we go. It is loading. It is loading. It is still loading. I don't know why it's loading. I'm going to refresh it. It's not working. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe it's because I'm streaming. I don't know. Is Steam down? What is happening? Hello? It's just not working. Maybe the new Steam layout. Oh, wait, is it? Oh, it's loading. I think it's just taking a while. What the heck? They gotta figure out this new layout. The old one, finished so much faster. How long have we been going for? Oh, almost 3 hours. That's pretty good. Has this finished loading? It's still loading. What is happening? What is this? What? Okay. Wait. Okay, it loaded. Okay, what's... New and trending. Here we go. This is how we get to the good stuff or the porn. Bloodlight. Bureau of Contacts. Oh, online co-op? Nah. Pomberito. Ashes, but the H in the middle is capitalized. Oh, this looks like a base building. What the? Nuh-uh. Deck of Souls. That's not a horror game. A lot of these... Okay, I have a bone to pick with the Steam horror category. What they classify as horror is, like, crazy. But they would just include, like, porn games and, like, multiplayer games. And, like, neither of those are scary. Death Jack? Oh, it's literally just a shotgun, whatever it's called. Shotgun roulette. Is that what it's called? Buckshot roulette. And shotgun. There's a horror game called Silly Billy. Silly Billy. Man, these games look like bad, but in a boring kind of way. And cruelty. And it's like, it's a $6 game. Okay, that's tempting. Came out 2024. Okay. It's not co-op. You know what? I'll bite and see what this is about. Wait, third person? Japanese made splatter horror. What the? Is this like in the style of old Resident Evil? What? This looks so weird. It's like an hour long. Apparently it's it's in third person POV, but apparently it's like it just makes it janky. So like why is it not? I feel like sometimes if a game has like too many similarities to like another game, it'll just like change the point of view. It should be like same game but in third person, or same game but in first person, or same game but it's top down perspective. Realms of Bondage. I don't think that's a horror game. Oh no. Oh no. Brainwashing with tentacles are. No. It's not horror, guys. Sex, please. That's definitely not horror. What do you mean? It's not even like, it's nothing. There's nothing there. It's just, the game is just called Sex, Please. There's nothing there. It's not horror at all. Haiti? I regret to inform you that I know what that is. Wait, a horror turn-based strategy game? That actually looks kind of cool, but turn-based strategy is not my cup of tea. Mr. Furry, hot muscles. Oh god. What is wrong with Steam, man? Oh my god. I don't even want to read the name of this one. Oh my god, it's so bad. Oh my gosh. Ah. Ooh, that's... Do I know Madison? It sounds familiar. Yeah, I don't know. I think horror is cooked. Jesus Christ Simulator. Oh gosh. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this game. I'm just gonna send it to a friend without context and say peak ? There we go. Can I choose like... I wish I could just like be super specific, like 1 to 2 hours indie and stuff like that. Game called Bring Me That Shawarma. Huh? No work, no life. That's so true. Just play Roblox horror games. I can't play Roblox and then I'll just get like little children in my chat. True. Yeah. Whenever someone plays like, whenever someone I know plays like Friday Night Funkin', I'm like, oh god. I'm like, oh god. They're batten down the hatches. Dang, okay. I'm gonna... Dude, new and trending tab is cooked. Alright, what about... What about... Oh, no. So many of these aren't horror games as well, it just makes me mad. Oh my god, I do not want to even read this one, man. Oh god. Oh. I just can't read it, man. I'm gonna go insane. Before I start saying whack stuff on stream, I always just assume that I'm like playing on someone's TV via like AirPlay. I saw a bunch of good what happened to them? Where did all those horror games go that I wanted to see? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Watching the Twitch. Stop! Why you keep using that word? Hashtag wholesome. I am wholesome 100. Chungus. Something. Reddit. I don't know. Here's your Reddit gold, kind stranger. Or thank you for the Reddit gold. I messed up the bit. It's over. Oh my gosh. So many just like... Yo, hashtag hi, hashtag hello. Hi Kara. Reddit gold, Keanu, Sigma, Chungus, Tips, Fedora. I have brain damage. Why are horror games so bad? What's this one? It was called... I don't remember what it was called. Is it... It like started with an M, I think. I don't know, but it was like a jumble of letters. But I saw someone play it, or I just thought that the name was funny, so I wanted to play it. And also it was a horror game, so I knew it was gonna be probably bad. But in like an entertaining way, not just like a not even a horror game kind of way. And why are they saying Fallout 76 is horror? It's not! You go like... Oh my gosh, this is so broken. You go like new and trending and like all of the top results are not even horror games. What is this? Silly Billy. I can't. Dude, why are horror games so hard to find? Maybe I need to do itch itch.io. Maybe that's where all the good ones are. Steam is cooked. They're just absolutely cooked. Can I literally search by like newest? Adventure. Man, I don't know. Can I search by indie? Give me indie. Stop showing me like Fallout. That's not a horror game. Dude, why did they make Steam search so bad? What is this? Dude, how come I click on the category horror, and then I scroll down, and it gives me subcategories of horror, like popular titles, VR games. Why is one of them meme games? I said give me horror games, not meme games. Why are you giving me meme games? Okay, there's nothing worse than like a funny game disguised as a horror game. Like, no. The horror games are funny because they are bad, not because they're trying to be funny. Some of these aren't even horror at all. Like, this one is literally just a simulator game. Oh, I'm getting angry. I don't even know how to. Maybe I just search in the search bar. Indie horror. There we go. Please. Just give me something, man. Gonna go to sleep. Good night. Good night. Thank you for watching. You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna go on itch.io. Yeah, so. Oh. Okay. Yep. I think that's better. Better for my mental health if I did that. Yep. Do I have any horror games just installed? I might. Probably not though. I think maybe I got one on Epic Games for free maybe. At one point. I have Amnesia. I already played Amnesia though. Lobotomy Corp. Isn't it like a management game? I just hate when like you ask for horror and they're like, oh, Dark Souls, and it's like, no, that's not a horror game. A game with dark themes is not a horror game. It's just a game with dark themes. It has lots of horror stuff. Yeah, but that's like I said, that's just dark themes, in my opinion. Even if it's grotesque, right? Like for example, like blood and guts and gore. That can be presented in a horror context, but if it's presented in a shooter context, then it is a shooter, not a horror game. Like Doom, even though like on paper, like demons, blood, gore, like if you just took that as like categories for horror, then Doom would be a horror game. But it's not, because it's about the presentation, not just the stuff inside of it. You know? Oh, I've got the Metro games. Those are actually kind of like survival horror. It's more action-y, but it's still like... But those are actually good games. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not seeing any good... Oh, you know what? There's that one YouTube channel that plays a bunch of horror games. Maybe I'll just steal the game they play. Honestly... Good idea. What are they called again? It's like something McBadass or something. But they play like every indie horror game that comes out. Maybe I should just steal whatever they play. not stealing, because, like, they didn't make the game. Also, there's, like, plenty of times where, like, I'll be, like, watching, like, a VTuber streamer or something. Or a YouTuber or anyone just watching someone play a game. And it'll just look interesting. And so I'll just, like, stop really early and just be like, oh, I want to play this. Yeah, that kind of thing happens all the time. But yeah, I have much research to do. Yes. But yeah, I might like just, I mean, it's getting pretty late, so I might just call it here. We talked about, like, everything under the sun. Dude, I did not shut up. Like, I actually have to, like, kind of rest my throat. So much I was talking. But I think that's when you know it's a good stream, right? I hope so. You know? Three straight hours of talking? Yeah, I mean, it's people talk about streaming like it's like working in the mines. Like, what, you talked at a screen for 3 hours? It's not that hard. Maybe like afterwards you're like, I don't want to talk to anybody, but it's fine because I can just not talk to anyone. It's not even necessarily true even, because like after stream sometimes I'll just like get into a VC or something. or just text people. Drink water? Yeah, I'm drinking water. Yeah, thanks for watching. That's all. One thing I forgot to talk about though was I was gonna talk about. I said I wanted to do the Elden Ring DLC. I was gonna talk about what. Oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna get into nerd stuff like what build do I want to go for? But nah, it doesn't matter. I'll just figure that out on my own. All right. Take care, everyone. This was fun. But maybe less talking next time. I don't know. I'm just glad I'm not rusty. Not that rusty anyway. I don't think I was that rusty this stream. I think it was pretty good. Wasn't here long, but thank you for the stream. Goodbye. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of out of nowhere, so it's kind of impossible to catch any of my streams, but I'm trying to get better at that because I'm saying like tomorrow night I'm gonna try to schedule it ahead of time if I can. I'm thinking maybe like it's hard to find a time to like schedule it because like do I want to schedule a whole day in advance? I don't know. But then if I want to schedule it like earlier in the day, it's like I only really get really early in the morning, and then like at that point it's like it's already too late. And it's like it's like 5 p.m. Like it's dang near time anyway. So what's the point? But yeah, I'll think, you know, I'll schedule it. Like I'm gonna think of something to do, and I'm gonna schedule something. And I would say hold me to that, because or else I'll just like kind of get lazy and not stream. But there's no way for you to really hold me to that. So I'm just gonna try my best. All right. Yep. Thank you. This was a lot of fun. See you all later, or if you do decide to stick around. That's a fun talking. All right. See ya. I have to figure out how to do this. Okay, I have a music source. Wait, I have to turn it off. Okay, bye everyone.